So if you have a tattoo that maybe you loved when you were younger, but now you want to hide it, you're not alone.
Right, there's a new piece of technology being used by a local plastic surgeon, erasing ink. It's cheaper, faster, and works better than anything they've seen before. No matter how big,
it's awful. I cover it up all the time.
Or small, there's a new piece of equipment that can erase your ink.
When I learned some more from the office, I was like, oh, I'm sold on this. Please, feel free to just go away on my leg. Get this thing off me.
For Kristen Sweat, it's more of a lifestyle change. She has 2 kids now and wants to set an example.
Now, 15 years later, I'm in the corporate world and I'm a professional and I have a daisy that doesn't necessarily symbolize where I am today.
But for 23-year-old Stephanie Yurtima,
I knew right then, it was just the worst mistake I could have ever made.
It's a painful reminder of a bad decision she made when she was a teenager and pressured by a boyfriend. A mistake she says has cost her jobs and created judgment. She says some parents won't let their kids play with their little girl.
It's really sad because I know I've been held back so many times in life and not been able to live to my fullest potential just based on one stupid mistake.
Finally, 5 years later, there's a fix.
In all of my career, I haven't done anything that's been so exciting.
Dr. John Mendelson just started using this FDA-approved tattoo removal procedure called Picosure.
There are patients coming to see us who have already spent $4,000 trying to remove a relatively small tattoo.
He says the difference with Picosure is it's a lot cheaper and it works.
It's literally shattering the tattoo ink into dust, allowing your body to resorb the ink.
Most tats are 75% cleared in a single treatment and gone in 3 to 6. After only 20 seconds under the Picosure on her second treatment, Kristen's tattoo has faded dramatically. And look at this.
You okay?
Stephanie can already see significant fading after only 1 session.
I feel like I've had an opportunity to erase my past and erase that judgment.
All right, so I know the big question for you, how much does it cost, right? Depending on the size of your tattoo, it runs between $1,500 and $2,500, but that's for unlimited treatment. So no matter how long it will take them to fix it, right, up to $2,500. To find out much more, go to our website, WLWT.com.
One of the most exciting changes in the practice over the past 10 years has been the introduction of Picosure. Picosure is made by Cynosure. It's a laser that addresses primarily tattoo removal. We started looking into this about 18 months ago, and honestly, I wasn't really sure where tattoo removal fit into our practice. But I have to tell you, it's been absolutely fascinating, and let me first start by sharing with you the differences between this technology and the technologies that used to be used. In the past, if somebody wanted a tattoo removed, they would undergo many treatments, anywhere from 15 to 20 treatments with a type of technology we call Q-switched. And really, these treatments worked mostly on the darker black tattoos and didn't work very well on most of the other colors. A Q-switched laser works by what we call photothermal changes. So the laser light is targeting the tattoo pigment, breaking it up into chunks and creating an inflammatory process. It's heating up the tissue. The heat causes absorption of some of the tattoo pigment, but the heat also produces changes in the skin, oftentimes undesirable changes with regards to hypo or hyperpigmentation, changes in the color of the skin. It can also leave behind scarring. With the introduction of Picosure, Picosure is a technology. It's the world's most advanced technology that fires at 1/1,000,000th of a second. A picosecond is to a second as a second is to 37,000 years. It's extraordinarily fast. It's absolutely amazing. And because it's so fast, what it's doing now is it's shattering that ink particle into dust. So it's a photomechanical result, and we don't have the problems with temperature. We don't have the problems with temperature creating issues in the skin, resulting in scarring. A treatment that might take 20 sessions with the Q-switch laser probably won't take more than 10 sessions with Picosure. The truth of the matter is, after a single treatment with Picosure, probably 75% of that tattoo is removed. Most tattoos are removed within 3 to 6 treatments. One of the other advantages of the Picosure technology is that we can address all colors quite well. So it doesn't matter now if you have a yellow or a blue or a green or a black tattoo. All of these colors are addressed quite well, and we're guaranteeing at least 95% and most of the time 100% treatment of the tattoo. In the past, the Q-switched laser tattoo technologies most of the time left uncompleted tattoo removal. That is, many of the patients that we're seeing with Picosure now are from these recalcitrant tattoos. That is, it looked muddy and dirty. It just didn't take care of the tattoo. With Picosure, we have technology that can completely eradicate the tattoo so there are no visible signs. Many patients who we are seeing who have tattoo regret, tattoos that they started to treat in the past and were maybe promised that their tattoo would be gone, have a lot of skepticism. They're very hesitant about why now, what's different. Unlike tattoo removal in the past, where patients would pay X amount of dollars per session, never knowing when those sessions would end and never knowing what the end point would be, we are approaching this differently. With Picosure, we can guarantee results. After we evaluate your tattoo, we will give you honest opinion of what we can do with that tattoo. So our approach is to let you know up front how the tattoo will be treated, what your costs are, and we will treat you until we deliver our promise. Many tattoos have multiple colors in them. In the past, many tattoos have blue and green colors. Blue and green were very difficult colors to remove with the Q-switch technologies. With Picosure, blue and green are some of the primary and the easiest tattoos to remove. The Picosure tattoo removal process is fairly simple. Patients come in and they typically do not require any lidocaine. We typically do not use any topical anesthetic agent. What we do is we blow some very cold air on the area, which helps with the treatment. While the treatment isn't pleasant, all of our patients have tolerated it. There are certain parts of the body where things may be a little bit sensitive, but the treatment is so fast that patients overall tolerate the procedure very well. Depending on the size of the tattoo, the treatment can take less than a minute to maybe 8 minutes. It just depends on the size of the tattoo. Typically, we're treating patients about every 6 weeks. Because most tattoos are removed between 3 to 6 treatments, we're looking at less than 6 months typically to remove a tattoo. With the prior technologies, we were looking at treatments that even after a year and a half or 2 years, we still had a muddy appearing tattoo that wasn't completely removed.